You know, I would love to just release more content, tractor videos, fun stuff, car videos, but today isn't that day. Today's not that day. Rant time. It's rant time. Oh, it's rant time. A lot of people out there still think this COVID thing is, over with. It ain't over with. It's far from being over with. In fact, they're even thinking about trying to do a round two. I mean, with this whole thing. And this is the thing. A lot of people don't understand this. They don't comprehend what I'm talking about. When I say they're talking about this disease X, the next pandemic, think about what they're trying to say and think about what they're saying. Words really matter. They don't want to do anything with it until their legislation with the WHO and everything else erasing everybody's rights. They get to dictate everything to you. They have to get that in place first. So we're not going to see Disease X until all the paperwork is in, until everybody's in agreement to enslave everyone. Now, the reason why I'm ranting is not really because of that and because of the stupidity of a lot of people that are going, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. Read the documents, God damn it. But that's not the real reason why I'm here. The reason why I'm really ranting in it, a little bit under my skin and boiling my blood a little bit, is the vax injured that are out there that are now here in Canada. They're being offered, we, the government, told you and forced you and coerced you into getting this mRNA thing, experimental, gene therapy, and now your life is ruined. So we're just going to tell you to kill you. Now, get made. We're going to offer you made. I mean, how sick and twisted is that? I mean, oh my Lord. And the reason why Justin Trudeau probably isn't stepping down is because everybody's forgotten that he's putting in a lot of stuff during the pandemic of the century. He put in a lot of legislation that gives him a lot of sweeping powers. Him and Freeland and Guilbeault. Oh, they got so much power and they can't wait to use it. Thing is, they got to wait for a crisis. They got to wait. They got to wait for things to happen. This is why they're out there trying to get climate change added to the WHO's pandemic response thing. Because that is the big thing, right? Oh, climate change, climate emergencies, shut it all down, give myself sweeping powers so I can rule over everybody. That's probably the biggest reason why he is not stepping down. Don't believe me? Look it up. And you know what? We all know he has a little bit of a connection to France. Has anybody seen what France is up to lately? They want it to be absolutely illegal, jail time, blah, 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 just for asking questions about the new mRNA. That's right, jail. They want to arrest people for simply criticizing the shot. How crazy is that? Now that's something that we all know Justin Trudeau is right up there. He's rubbing his hands together for that one, I'll tell you that. Because he can't wait. The other point I'm trying to get to is with all this craziness, you think about it, you go back into the past a little bit and you think about what transpired here just in Canada alone. Never mind around the world with some of these places, like France, for instance. But you think about it. Back in the time, what did he say? He was basically spouting out Nazi rhetoric. What do we do with the unvaccinated? What do we do with these people? They really wanted to lock people up in camps. In fact, there was camps being made. There's still camps being made to this day. Literally. Those camps still exist. And there was a lot of questions around certain things on these things. The little living quarters that they're going to put you in. They're asking, well, what are these hoses for? What is this for? What is going on here? That got exposed. Now, keep it in mind how toxic everybody became. How just lewd everybody became. And this is my other point of humanity just flushing themselves down the toilet, being the pieces of shit they are. Now we all remember how many people came out, just regular everyday citizens, excommunicating family, excommunicating friends, excommunicating everybody, right? You know, you deserve to die and all this other stuff. You know, and if anybody had an adverse reaction of any sort, they got treated even worse. You're faking it. Ha, ha, ha. I'm glad it happened to you. You name it. Holy crap. And it's still happening to this day. Still happening to this day. Ha, ha, ha. I mean, I could not believe what I was seeing. And everybody's like, well, you know, it should be over with by now. Yes, it should be over by now. This whole COVID-19, this whole experience should have been over and done with by now. But obviously, it is not. It is far from being over, because to this day, people are still telling people to go jump off, you know, just do their thing, right? Yourself. And I can't believe that's still happening. Anybody who's talking about their adverse reactions and how they're even healing, it doesn't matter. They're still coming out. They're still attacking people. They're still telling people how, you know, they're bad and this and that and the other. It's un-effing believable. I mean, I could show you examples of just crazy stuff that'll just make you wonder what the hell's going on. People are still being attacked daily, on a daily basis. Just like this girl who lost feeling in her legs, who is now being offered MAID. She is still being attacked. I mean, you listen to her story. She never had a good upbringing. Government was involved pretty much all the, you know, throughout her whole life. She did what she thought was the right thing to do. Now she's suffering, and they won't compensate her. All they will do is offer her MAID. And I think this is something, because my mother said this. My mother said this. It's almost like it was the great culling. The great culling. And I tend to agree with that, considering get everybody in, get everybody jabbed up and boosted, everybody gets sick, offer them maids right away. Right? But I'm the bad guy still. Keep this in mind. I'm still the bad guy. I don't want you dead. But it sure seems that Canada wants me gone. And many, many, many other people. This country wants a lot of people gone. But somehow, some way, that still makes me the bad guy for noticing. A whole lot of other people also are bad guys. And we all notice the same thing. And now, all around the world, it's kind of the same thing. We're got a lot of Americans saying the same thing. What's going on in Canada? But still, at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy. And I know there's about half of you watching this right now are also the bad guys, right? I mean, and the lawfare that's still going on with a lot of people. Coots 4, Tamara Leach, Roman, just name after name after name. And they're still going after people. And now they're going to be dragging stuff through courts over all of that now, too. I mean, there's so much lawfare, so many people, they can't even fight. That's why there's so many give, send, goes out there right now, so people can. Because we all know these psychopaths, they got a lot of money. Where'd that money come from? Your pockets. So, what do? All we can do is just keep on going, keep on raising our voices. Keep on trying to light a positive path forward. Expose these people for who they are and how sick and twisted they are. That's all we can do. And if this video's still up, I'll be surprised. Because we all know, like I said, it is still going on, it is still current, and it's not going to end anytime soon. If this video is still up, I will be surprised. If it's gone, it just proves my point that we're still in this big time. And it's only going to get, I don't know if I could say worse, but we're definitely going somewhere not good. I also had friends that had adverse reactions. Although they would never, ever, ever admit it. They had classic adverse reactions. They had, the headaches they had right away, shortly after they got the juice. They had adverse reactions. They got the headaches right away, and it lasted for a long time. But yet, they would never admit it. They're like, no, it wasn't that. No matter what. It was never, ever that. I mean, a lot of people. But I have also a lot of people who confide in me. They tell me what happened, how they never felt right after that. They never felt the same ever again. Their kids are having problems, heart issues. Yes, another adverse reaction. We all know what it is. People tell me almost daily that they're having problems. Yet, nobody cares. But why don't you say anything, man? Why don't you? You gotta stand up. I've been here the whole time. Don't even go there. I'm still here. I haven't left. What I said before still stands, that I'll still be here to give a voice to the to those who got vax injured because of the censorship I will still lend my voice to them. I'm still here. So those are sitting there telling me that I have not been there, I have not raised my voice, I have not done anything, are full of shit. And the other thing we have to realize here is it's not only with this, it's with just about everything that's going on in the world today. It all stems from the same thing. It's all stemming from the same outcome. The same thing, the same everything. It's all part of the same plan, I guess you could say. They're all a part of it. All the same people are involved. All the same billionaires and psychopaths are all still involved in everything that's going on. So, with that, love your neighbors as you would yourself. May favor be upon us all, because we're going to need as much favor and positive energy as possible to get through this one.